Daniel O'Gara came here to find his sister, Zezi.
If the family don't pay and he can't get her off the island, you'll kill her.
You got a holiday let at Westerskeld. Is that a problem? Because we found a body in the premises.
Looks like it could be the murder weapon. It was blocking a drain at the back of the guest house.
I will find your daughter!
We're very close to finding Zezi, I think.
You know where she is?
No, we're gonna pay the ransom. He's clocked us. Come on! Jesus! She's not in there. Somebody must have tipped him off.
I don't understand. Why wasn't she in the van? Where is she?
Don't you dare give up now. She's alive.
I wish I could believe that.
He was working for somebody. We find the somebody, we find Zezi.
Sir, you need to go. We've got an incident at Spiggy Beach.
What is it? Is it Zezi?
It's not Zezi. Now, sir.
They must have been forced into a dinghy. I can't believe someone would do that. In the middle of the North Sea.
You want to tell me what happened?
Who are they? I mean, where did they come from?
I'm not sure.
It shouldn't be like this.
No, it shouldn't. Duncan, what were you doing down here anyway?
It's where I woke up. I had no idea my property was being used to house people like this. I didn't.
I know. I know. Come on, let's get you in the water.
Four men, death by drowning. They wouldn't have lasted 20 minutes out there.
Anything else?
Some bruising, signs of a struggle perhaps. I can't say for sure. I believe 3 are from the Middle East and 1 is of African origin.
Nigeria.
I suspect that they were on their way here when the traffickers realized that they were compromised, and then they abandoned them at sea. And we have another problem.
It's possible that we've got a leak in the team and someone is passing information to the traffickers.
I find that hard to believe.
McGuire knew something was up. And it gave him the time to delete everything on his phone.
Well, who else knew what you were planning?
Alice I told her. Not everything, but enough.
Hey,
Hi.
I have to ask you something.
Fire away.
Did you tell anyone what I said about Sezi maybe being back in safe hands by today? Did you let it slip to anyone at work?
No. I knew it was part of the case you were working on.
What about Chris?
Our conversation has been mainly focused on how shit our marriage is.
How's that going?
Oh. He's heading back to the rigs. He'll be away for a fortnight, which is good. Gives me some time to find a place of my own. I honestly believe he's happier out in the North Sea. A roughnecking in Angola. He was away for months then, apparently. I have to go back to work, Jimmy. Was there anything else?
Just got this CCTV image from the domestic security camera at Olivia's guest house. The day after the Hayes murder, someone stuffing the knife down the drain. We've blown it up as much as we can.
It's not Olivia. She was here, in custody. See if you can get it enhanced.
There's going to be somebody from the protection unit to meet you in Aberdeen, okay?
They're not going to follow me about everywhere, are they?
No, you're not even going to know they're there.
Although you didn't seem to mind PC Grant hanging around, which is handy, because he's going with you. What, did you think I was going to leave you on your own for 14 hours?
This is embarrassing. Thanks. Keep an eye on Duncan, will you? I'm worried about. And good luck with Alice.
I'll keep you posted.
The main criminal gang in Benin City is known as the Black Axe. They seem to have connections to the Italian mafia, Russian gangs, UK organised crime, and they're all making inroads into trafficking in Europe. It's a complicated network, and way out of our league.
Okay. Send everything that we've got on these poor people to the trafficking unit, because they've got the resources to track it back to source. And we can concentrate on keeping our own house in order.
Fiscal wants to see you.
I've just had word. The PIRC have recommended to the Assistant Chief Constable that Sandy be suspended. Now, it's not a presumption of guilt in any way. But they believe that the investigation could be prejudiced if he's not removed.
It's just ridiculous. He did what any one of us would have done.
Are you sure about that?
Rona, I need everybody that I've got on this.
Jimmy, my hands are tied. This has come directly from the Assistant Chief Constable. You have to tell him.
Right, do I have to tell him now?
Well, I suppose there could be a breakdown in communication for a few hours.
I'd appreciate that.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Officially unemployed.
So, what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
So I just saw something. Laird shredding stuff. Like, as you know, we're being audited, so I thought it looked a bit dodgy. So I tried sticking some of it back together to read it, and
Looks like you've just regurgitated that.
well, better with computers than sticky tape. But it's an invoice for consultancy work, but it's not on our payroll files. So I went through our accounts, and I know that we brought on new people a couple months ago, but I can't find their wages. And these invoices seem to total the same amount that they would have been paid.
So the workers were getting paid off the books?
I'm not sure they were getting paid at all.
What was the name of the company?
You having any luck, Sandy?
The figure planting the knife doesn't appear anywhere else on our CCTV that whole night.
I have something. I've just been up at the plant with Donnie. He found out Laird had secretly been paying a company called Northlands Shetland Limited. He thought it could be money that should have been going to some hired labour, so I checked with Company's House. Northlands is registered in the name of Alice Brooks.
Put the CCTV on the back burner for now. And do a background check on Alice and Chris Brooks.
Both?
Aye, both.
Duncan, we should talk.
The furniture business Chris ran in Glasgow. It's the same address as Andrea Doyle's tattoo parlour. They were in the same building.
The building that Benson bought and then hiked up the rent.
Yeah. It's a direct connection between Chris, Andrea and Benson. Doesn't mean Chris was aware of them.
Sandy, go and phone the rig he works on us to talk to the manager. Is there anything else?
He left the military in 2009, started his business in 2013, and in between he worked in various oil fields.
Yeah, Angola, I know.
No. Nigeria.
You said that he worked in Angola.
Yeah. Deepwater rigs, offshore.
And what about Nigeria?
I never mentioned Nigeria. That's new. The awkward silence. Never had one of them before.
What do you know about a company called Northlands?
Nothing.
You didn't set up a limited company in that name.
No.
How long did you know Chris before you married him?
About a year.
And he had the furniture business then?
That's how we met. He sold me an old toilet roll holder. Not quite the cute meat, but close. You know all this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a few things straight in my head.
Why?
The person who put Chris out of business is Graham Benson, and he's a person of interest in the case that I'm working on.
Is that why you're interviewing me? But pretending you're not?
There's no pretense, Alice. I need to know everything you do about Chris. He spent a lot of time in Nigeria before he met you, not Angola. He lied.
Well, maybe I got it wrong.
Well, then can you get it right? Because I need to find Zezi Ogara today.
Chris wouldn't be involved in people trafficking, Jimmy. He just wouldn't. And if he was, I'd know.
The processing plant is paying a limited company registered in your name money that should be going to the people who work there. So if you didn't set it up, then Chris did. And if Chris has committed a crime, then having the investigating officer be involved with his wife would be doing him a favour. And it would make a conviction difficult.
Is that what you think is going on here? That I'm trying to compromise you?
No.
Are you sure, Jimmy? Because I need you to be sure.
I'm sure. You know about your husband.
Then you better talk to him. I've got work to do.
How long were you in Nigeria for?
About 3 years off and on.
Alice seems to think it was Angola, offshore.
No, it was the Niger Delta.
Odd that she'd say something as specific as deep water rigs, though, isn't it?
Well, maybe we talked about it. I did think about going there at one point.
You ever been to Benin City?
Yes, I have.
So you met a lot of people there, I would imagine. Made contacts.
No, I wouldn't say that. I can't believe you think that I'm involved in all of this.
Well, Chris, I can't ignore the fact that you've got a connection to the missing girl, the country she came from, and the people who were holding her hostage.
You can connect to anybody, to anyone, if you try hard enough. You wouldn't be trying to ruin me so as you could steal my wife, would you? Now, my lawyer would be very interested to hear about your relationship.
So you need a lawyer?
I do if I'm dealing with a cop that's shagging my wife.
Maybe I should take over the interview. His lawyer will make the most of you and Alice.
Tosh, there is no me and Alice. He's playing games with us, that's all. Trust me.
I just spoke to the manager on Brent Alpha. He has no record of a Chris Brooks on his rig. Ever. Wherever he's gone for 2 weeks every month, it's not the North Sea.
So if you haven't been on Alpha or any other rig in the Brentfield, where have you been?
It's not a hard question, Chris.
I was at the house on Yale trying to knock it into shape.
So why did you tell Alice you were working?
Because I didn't have the heart to admit I'd made a mistake buying the place. It's fallen apart. Dry rot. So I borrowed instead to give me time to fix it up.
And you didn't tell Alice any of this?
No, she'd go apeshit if she knew I'd taken out another loan.
We'll need the details of the loan to confirm your story.
Aye.
What about the money from Gavin Laird?
What money?
Northlands.
That was for work I did up at his place. And I put it in Alice's name to avoid tax.
It's quite a lot of money. Wasn't for supplying slave labour.
No, it wasn't. I'm not answering any more questions. This is harassment, pure and simple.
I don't think he'll win Businessman of the Year, but he could be telling the truth.
I don't buy it. You didn't need to hide the house on Yale from Alice. I'm gonna have to see it for myself. Give me an hour. And then let him go. But have Sandy follow him.
free to go. Sandy.
Chris Brooks is in the lounge.
Right, keep an eye on him and let you know if I find anything. Okay?
Oh, God.
Says he.
Oh, Christ. Oh. Says he. Says. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe. I'm a policeman. I'm a policeman. I've been looking for you. You're safe now. Okay? You're safe. Just wait a minute. I've got her. She's alive.
Sir.
Sandy, arrest Chris Brooks.
Will do.
I need backup at the lounge, now.
I was at school in Lagos. The American school. I was happy there. But my father died. And my brother and I, we couldn't survive so well. There was a man in my church saying that he could take me to Paris, could get me a job. Working with his sister in a restaurant. Good money. I decided to go. But my brother didn't want me to go. I was taken to Benin City. And there I was told I was to be sold in a market, like a slave. Then a European bought me and told me everything would be okay. But then he took my passport and my papers.
Is this the man?
That wasn't the man that bought me. He was here when we landed.
Was it this man?
Yes, that's him. I tried to leave messages for my brother any way I could. Leave a trail that he could follow. But I don't think he saw them.
No, I think he did. He came here to try to find you.
Is he here? Now? Can I speak to him?
I'm very sorry, Zezzy. I have bad news about your brother. Daniel's dead. He was killed because he was asking too many questions. And I think he made the traffickers nervous.
Yes. This is my fault. I should have listened to him.
No. None of this is your fault. And please, don't think like that. There's someone else here who wants to see you. It's your mother. Now, would you like to see her? Okay. That's okay. It's okay. Now, we can organize somewhere for you to stay tonight where you'll be safe.
Yeah. I want to stay here.
Get Chris Brooks' photo out to the ferry ports and to Sombra. Nobody goes home until we find him. Then bring Alice Brooks in for questioning.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Olivia, I'm sorry. Zezzy doesn't want to see you. Not now.
I need to talk to her.
I know you do. She's been through a hell of a lot. But you've got her back. That's the important thing, isn't it? And now you've got a chance to make things right. So just give it a wee bit of time. Chris hasn't been working on the rigs. He's been trafficking people using his contacts in Nigeria.
It doesn't make any sense. You must have got this wrong.
I'm sorry.
I could never care for a man like that. Are you saying he killed Daniel and the others?
I don't know that yet. But I know that he was involved. Did you know?
Oh, Jimmy. No.
Do you know where he is now?
I'd tell you if I did.
If he gets in contact with you, can you call me? Will you do that?
You've got a visitor.
Hello.
Hey. So I just wondered if you still fancied something to eat. It's chicken or scampi, either or. So don't say I don't spoil you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm going to be here all night.
Ah, no worries. I've got to pack anyway.
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow. No point putting it off, and there's nothing keeping me here now.
No. Don't suppose there is. Sorry,
Yeah, sure. It's okay, fine. On you go.
Have you heard from Chris?
No, why? Is there a problem?
Because I need to find him, so if you've any idea where he might be, then tell me.
I've no idea where he is.
What are you doing?
I can't stop thinking about those people on the beach. How desperate they were to have a better life. I had that, and you're right. I threw it away.
Sure.
I'm selling up. Time for a change of scenery.
Is that your idea or Graham Benson's? Your accountant's been giving you bad advice, Duncan. He works for Benson. Don't ask me how I know, I just do. He sabotages businesses and then he steps in to save them. You're being played.
Tosh.
We got a sighting of Chris Brooks down at the harbour, near Callum's boat.
Right, he's going to try and leave the island.
Look, I'm close. I'll head down there now.
You looking for me?
I can't let you take this boat out, you know that, right?
Oh, so I'm going to spend the rest of my life in jail then?
Oh, I hope so.
That's not happening. I want you to know one thing. I love my wife. More than you can ever imagine.
So why were you so happy for her to have an affair then?
What, you think I wanted the two of you to get together? I just took advantage of the situation.
I didn't wreck your marriage, Chris. You destroyed it when you started trafficking people. When you killed Daniel O'Gara.
That was his own fault. I gave him the chance to get his sister back. He didn't want to pay.
Yeah, that's because she's not a second-hand car.
Nobody was supposed to die. Nobody.
You left Zezzy O'Gara to suffocate. What about Nikki? What about the people that washed up on our beach? Were they just past their sell-by date? Hey?
I never wanted to get involved in any of this. I went back to Benin City to work, and I got into debt to these local businessmen. They said I had to set up a pipeline into the UK or they were going to kill me. You don't know these people. I didn't have a choice.
Aye, you did.
Judge and jury, you sanctimonious prick. You know what? I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory, take you with me. Why not? See what Alice thinks about that.
All right, come on then. What's the matter? You haven't done this before, have you? No, you got Maguire to do your dirty work for you. Would you get him to cut up the body as well? And kill Carla and Prentice Hayes, because what, they were blackmailing you? You didn't have a stomach for any of it, did you? And you don't have the stomach for it now. Drop it.
You're not as smart as you think you are, Perez. I had nothing to do with Prentice and Carla Hayes. Nothing.
Help him off this boat. Tag him away.
He's pretty much given us the setup. He made the contacts, brought people in. Some went to Laird at the processing plant, most to Claire Maguire, who farmed them out through her agency in Glasgow. Benson wasn't involved.
Charge all three in concert. Chris Brooks, Claire Maguire and Gavin Laird. Kidnapping, trafficking, murder, the whole shebang. What is it?
That's fine. It's fine. Just to see the people who are really behind this, they're still out there. That's what gets me. It's just a drop in the ocean.
What about the Hayes?
Claims he had nothing to do with their murder.
Oh, who else would have a stronger motive to kill them?
No, we don't have a motive. All we have is the murder weapon. Tosh. All that CCTV footage that you checked around the guest house. We were only looking for Olivia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that we've missed someone?
Do you want to run through it all again?
Your instincts on Laird were bang on.
It doesn't give me any pleasure.
Try the camera on Market Cross.
Oh, we did. There was no one in a hoodie, though. It's just a group of girls. Hang on. Are they a group, though? That one behind, is she with them?
So we have the man behind the trafficking. He's confessed to ordering the killing of Daniel Ugara. But he claims he wasn't involved with the death of Carla or Prentice.
And you believe him?
I do. And so I thought about who else would have a motive to kill them apart from the traffickers, and I couldn't think of anybody. Apart from you.
Me? What are you talking about?
There's no point denying it. We know that you planted the murder weapon at the guest house to make us think that it was Olivia Lennox that killed Carla and Prentice. Now, I know that that doesn't mean that you killed them, because you could have been protecting Jamie. But you see, the thing is, Rosie, I realized that I was there when you got the idea. In fact, I gave it to you when I told you that Prentice was under suspicion.
I don't know what you're on about.
I do. He's tangled up in a crime, someone kills him in revenge, everybody thinks that they're connected, and nobody, but nobody, would be looking at you.
But, like you said, so what if I hid the knife? It doesn't mean I did it.
You know, I can help you. Know if you lie to me.
Why would I kill Prentice?
I know that you had your reasons. So tell me. Tell me, and I'll do what I can for you.
We just want to be together. Prentice wouldn't let that happen.
Shut up, Jamie.
Did you know that she was planning to kill your brother?
Oh, don't answer that, Jamie.
She must have stabbed him while he was sleeping. Right there. And then your mum got in the way. I mean, I'm guessing that's what happened. You live with that? Is that who you are? 'Cause, I mean, it's one thing killing Prentice. Everybody knew what he was like. But you know, your mum. Everybody loved your mum. I bet that she even tried to protect you from Prentice, didn't she? Yeah, of course she did. Because, you know, she's your mum. And maybe you thought that that's what Rosie was trying to do. And okay. But are you sure?
Don't listen to him, Jamie.
Because you would have to be sure to let her get away with killing your mum.
There was an accident.
Jamie!
Sit down. Now.
didn't mean to stab Mum. She didn't.
Are you sure? I mean, were you there?
She was defending herself.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jamie, shut up.
You were. You were. You... By the time I realised what had happened, it was too late. We knew I'd get the blame if I wasn't injured, so... I let her cut me.
Prentice was an animal. He hurt people for fun. I don't suppose that makes a difference to you.
It makes a difference. It just doesn't change the law. She just wants to say hello. What do you think?
You can come live with me in London if you want. I'll sign any papers that you need so you can get a passport. I've even got a sofa bed.
I want to go home. To Nigeria.
Well, after then. You could come for a visit. Or I could come and see you. At least let me write to you.
You had 18 years to do that.
My family were a danger to kids, Izzy. And if I could go back in time, I would give you up all over again. To keep you safe. I was just trying to protect you the only way I knew how. You have to believe that.
You can write. I'll read your letters.
Sandy, I've got some bad news. You've been suspended from duty effective immediately. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna need your warrant card, your access card, your force-issued phone and your laptop.
told you now?
Yesterday.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me see this right through.
I know I look like shit. I'm so tired, my right eye's twitching involuntarily, so I'm either having a stroke or I really need my bed. In which, by the way, I keep my socks on and earplugs in. Either way, I don't want you to go. Stay. Please. At least till your money runs out.
Since you put it like that.
How could I not see what was going on? What kind of man he was?
Come on, you can't blame yourself for that.
Oh, I can.
Sure.
No problem. Wasn't like he didn't know what he was getting himself mixed up in.
Okay, so what about us? What are we gonna do?
I don't know, Jimmy. There was a point there when you thought I was setting you up. Didn't you? Just for a moment? That's hard to take.
I had to ask the question. I had to. Doesn't change the way I feel about you.
Even though my husband's going to prison.
I think they stopped burning the wives along with the husbands a wee while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they still did that up here. Vikings and all of that. Maybe doing what you do, it's better to be alone. Especially here where everyone's connected. That's how you really feel, isn't it? It's not about the past, it's about now. You need to be apart from the rest of us. Just admit it, Jimmy, because it's your choice.
Come over tomorrow night, I'll cook you dinner.
I don't think that's a good idea.
So you're still going through with this then?
Aye. I'm not part of anything here anymore.
That's just not true. I'm not going to lie to you, Duncan. Watching you live your life is like watching Scotland try to qualify for the World Cup. It's frustrating, embarrassing, at times excruciating. But ultimately, I live in hope that you'll get there in the end.
How many World Cups do you think we've got left at our age? 3?
Well, equal. We'll get 6 or 7 at least.
Yeah, that's the difference between me and you. You're an optimist at heart.
Don't go. Don't sail to Benson. I'll give you the cash for the bistro.
What?
Well, I need to do something with that money I've squirreled away.
I've got an artist impression you could look at on mood board. I mean, you should see what you're investing in.
Aye, I'll take a look at it later. Do you want maybe phoning a pizza or some?
Aye, that'd be great, Barry.
Oh, don't mention it, Fran.